as in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. It'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Power football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Rides the back on the option, the give. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown Sooners. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. Right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, they'll go to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch at the 30. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Buying some time. He's got it inside the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds. That's a good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. Five-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a five-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. He'll pull it on the read. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes the heat. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
And the the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Things working pretty well for this defense out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the run, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He turns that loose down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourself. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Motion from the back. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to pass on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pulls it in on the He's loose. He's at the touchdown, Wisconsin. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hands it off on the counter. Got the first down and more. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Direct snap. It's Price. Now the pitch. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And what a difference one game makes, right? This guy already in the first quarter has thrown for more yards than he did in his last game. He just looks like a much more confident quarterback, and it's incredible how good things happen to QBs when they find a rhythm early.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, just wear you out.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
For the 11th time. Inside the 40. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Badgers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 45 on his way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And the Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Looking to get it in. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
One more time on 4th and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pressure situation for the offense down there close on 4th and goal. So many different ways you can go about it. And they just put it in the quarterback's hands. They let him figure it out. He shows off his athleticism, and he finds the end zone.
Kicking away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Badgers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
Got the first down and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Badgers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now they're going to throw it. And they're not on the same page there.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. And off to Jones. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, looking to pass. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. He turns it loose to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
He slings it deep to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And the returner will be brought down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. Comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the cover coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's got it. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. We saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Haas. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. The Sooners are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides to back and leaves it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously Obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Give him 109 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Going up top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Ooh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Price. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch, man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend.
Ball is free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he made the read off the arm. When he decided to take off, run the football, but, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Lost to fire on second down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters, but one thing they always have, offensive success.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Lights off a defender.
I love the aggressive nature on offense here. You're winning this game. A lot of coaches would choose to punt on that 4th down and just go play defense and try to ice this thing, but not them. They're going to try to leave their offense out there. That's the 3rd, 4th down they've been able to convert.
Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. On the run, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Price. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They want that clock to run. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Sooners brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Hawkins. Let's it fly. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands tipping the squibber. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Kicking team's got it. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
When you know you have a team outclassed,